There is a new AI model people are talking about. It is called Kimi K3. And if you follow AI news, you will see this name everywhere right now. But most explanations are too technical. So in this video, I will explain Kimi K3 in very simple words. What is it? Why does it matter? And how can normal people use this kind of AI? Stay until the end, because I will give you a simple rule for when you should care about a new AI model and when you can ignore it. Let's start easy. Kimi K3 is a new AI model from Moonshot AI. Moonshot AI is a company from China. Kimi is the AI assistant. K3 is the new model behind it. Think of it like this: ChatGPT has models, Claude has models, Gemini has models. Kimi also has different models. Kimi 3 is their new big one. Now, why are people talking about it? There are three main reasons. Number one, it is very large. Kimi K3 has 2.8 trillion parameters. A parameter is like a tiny learned part inside the AI. You do not need to understand the math. Just think of parameters like tiny memory pieces that help the AI understand language, code, images, and tasks. More parameters does not always mean better, but it does mean this is a very big model. Number two, it can handle long information. Kimi K3 has a very large context window. Context means how much information AI can look at one time. For example, a short context is like reading a page. A long context is like reading a whole book or many files or a big project. That matters because real work is not always short. A business report can be long. A code project can be long as well. A legal document can be long too. A research task also. A spreadsheet can be messy. Long context helps AI understand more of the full picture. Number three, it is open weight. This is the big one. Open weight means the model is more open for developers to run, test, and build with it. Closed models are different. ChatGPT and Claude are usually used through the company's app or API. Open weight models can sometimes be run by companies on their own systems. This can help with cost, privacy, and control. For normal people, you do not need to download the model yourself. But this matters because open models create more competition. More competition can mean cheaper tools, better tools, and more choices. Now, what is Kimi K3 good at? It is built for long work. That means coding, research, documents, slides, spreadsheets, visual understanding, and agent tasks. An agent task means AI does more than answer one question. It follows a goal and takes steps. For example, compare these five tools and make a report. Read these files and make a summary. Fix this code, turn this data into a spreadsheet. Make a plan from these notes. That is the kind of work Kimi K3 is trying to be good at. Now, here's where people get confused. Does this mean Kimi K3 is better than ChatGPT or Claude? Not always. Some tests show Kimi K3 is very strong. It is close to top models on some coding and agent tasks, but it may be also slower or expensive to run in some cases. So the simple answer is Kimi K3 is very, very strong, but that does not mean it is the best for every person. For beginners, the real question is not which model wins. The better question is, what do I need AI to do? If you need simple writing, ChatGPT or Claude may be enough. If you need deep research, long files, coding, or agent work, models like Kimi K3 become more interesting. If you run a business or build apps, open weight models can matter a lot because they can lower cost and give more control. Now, here is the bigger story. AI is becoming global. Before, many people only talked about OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google. Now, China has strong models too. DeepSeek made people pay attention. Now, Kimi K3 is doing the same thing. This is good for users because when AI companies compete, tools improve faster, prices can go down, more apps get built, and normal people get better AI. But there are also risks. Governments are asking questions about safety, data, and how these models are trained. So if you use AI for private work, be careful. Do not paste passwords, private customer data, bank details, or secret business information into random tools. Use trusted tools. Check the settings and keep important decisions human. Now, here's the simple rule I promised you at the beginning. Care about the new AI model if it helps with one of four things. It saves time, it saves money, it handles longer work, or it gives you a tool you could not use before. If it does none of those things, you do not need to chase it. That is the rule. Do not follow every AI launch just because it sounds exciting. Ask, what can this help me do? For Kimi K3, the answer is it can help with long work, coding, research, documents, spreadsheets, and agent tasks. And it shows that strong AI is becoming more open and more competitive. And if you want to learn practical AI workflows like this step by step, I also have my AI University community on School, where we go deeper into AI tools, agents, automations, and business use cases. So your action step today is simple. Try Kimi if you can access it. Give it one real task, not a random question. Try something useful. Ask it to compare tools, summarize a long document, create a work plan, or help with code. Then compare the result with ChatGPT or Claude. That is the best way to learn. Do not only read the hype. Test it on your own work. If this helped, subscribe to AI Alpha by Mario for simple AI tutorials you can actually use. See you in the next one.